All right, brother. So now we're going to tie this all together and we're going to start using the power tools to reframe your thoughts. We've got an arsenal of tools for anger, fear, sadness, hurt, guilt, shame, happiness, joy. Every time you have an idea, every time you want to give feedback, if you want to have a clearing conversation with your partner, we're going to break down the words and the language, and then we're going to break down the emotions that are holding you back, the actions that are destroying your results, and we're going to build a new power loop. We're going to build a new story, new positive emotions of power. We're going to take new actions and you're going to have clarity on every area of your life. Now for this video, we're going to complete your first limiting beliefs reframe strike inside of the app. You're going to write down your biggest limiting belief. You can do 2, 3, or 4 if you want to, but we want to do at least one. And we're going to identify the type of language that you're using. We're also going to identify the impact of that language on the people you care about, yourself, your business, your life. And then we're going to rewrite the belief with powerful words. In the next clip, I'm going to show you how to find this inside of the Empowered Man app. So here we are inside of the Empowered Man app, and we're going to navigate to the journal section on the left bar here on the desktop or phone. Now, once we're in there, we're going to scroll down to the results strike section where it says limiting beliefs, and we're going to open up our first limiting beliefs journal. Now, the first question is going to be, what do you want to title this limiting beliefs reframe strike? And we're going to type begin journaling. So limiting beliefs coursework, or whatever you want the title to be. That's going to be relevant for later if you want to go search for it in the future. From here, we're going to get asked a series of questions, and I'm going to answer these questions. I'm going to put dummy answers and show you my actual ones. So first question, what is the first specific limiting belief holding you back? Write it out in full as clearly as you can. Example, my wife asked for space, which to me means she is preparing to leave me or divorce me. Nothing is working. I can't find good stuff. Write a sentence of the specific limiting belief. Now, I'll show you here in my journal library what this actually looks like, so I'll open this up for you as well. So my answer for this one here is my wife asked for space, which to me means she is preparing to leave me or divorce me. So I'm going to put that in there as my answer. The next question is going to be, what is the full story you've built around this belief? Write the raw, unfiltered narrative you keep replaying in your head, including the worst case thoughts, fears, or assumptions you've been making without questioning them. So then you're going to write down the belief. She asked for space, and to me that means she's already preparing to leave. I keep telling myself everything is going to fall apart. The marriage, the family, and the life we've built. I think, what was the point of the last 15 years if this is how it ends? I feel like I've done nothing wrong, yet I'm still being punished. I blame her for not telling me how she was feeling sooner, and I convince myself that no matter what I do now, it's too late and she's already halfway through the door. Now, maybe your wife isn't leaving, but write down what are your limiting beliefs based on the previous video where we talked about the different types. It could be, I can't find good stuff. Unpack that story. It could be, no one loves me. Unpack that story. I'll never be successful. Unpack that story. I can't rely on anyone. Unpack that story. Now, once you've done that, you're going to move on to the next set of questions. What type of language is shaping this belief? Is it restrictive? Need, have to, should? Is it global? Always, never, everyone, nothing? Is it blame? Because of them, it's their fault? Or is it self-defeating? I can't, I won't, I don't know. So as you can see here, I've written down, this belief is built on all 4 types of disempowering language. It's restrictive because I keep saying she should have communicated better. It's global because I tell myself everything is going to fall apart. It's blame because I think it's her fault for pulling away. And it's self-defeating because I tell myself there's nothing I can do to stop this from happening. So we're going to paste those in, or you're going to type those in to answer this next question, which is what type of language are you currently using? The next question that's going to pop up is, who is this belief affecting? Write the names or roles. So I've written here myself, my wife, and my kids. It could be my business. It could be my future. It could be myself. Who is this belief affecting? Write down who or what it is affecting if you choose to believe it. Then you want to go into, how is it affecting them and you? How does this belief influence your actions or reactions? How does that behavior ripple out and impact the people around you? Be brutally honest here. This is where the cost becomes real. So if I choose to believe this belief, it makes me anxious and reactive. Instead of giving my wife space, I cling tighter, which pushes her further away. I lose focus at work and get shorter with my kids. The tension in me spills over and everyone feels the weight of it. My wife feels suffocated, my kids feel my distance, and I feel like I'm slowly losing control of everything. See how powerful it is to unpack that? The next question is, How does this belief make you feel? What single word emotions come up when you believe this story? Anxiety, fear, anger, hopelessness. Write it down raw and unfiltered. I wrote down here single words: anxious, fearful, angry, hopeless, out of control, unworthy, and alone. So how do you feel when you believe this story? Now, how can you rewrite this belief into an empowering story that fuels action? You want to use powerful language such as I can, I will, I get to, I choose to, I'm grateful for, to create a new perspective that pulls you forward instead of holding you back. And it's almost always going to be the opposite of the disempowering story. So I can and I will get through this. This space does not mean the end. It's an opportunity for both of us to reset and rebuild. Instead of saying she should have told me sooner, I remind myself I choose to take responsibility for how I show up now. Instead of telling myself everything is falling apart, I focus on the specific areas I will strengthen day by day: my patience, my presence, and consistency. Instead of blaming her for creating this distance, I own that I get to create connection by listening and respecting her needs. Instead of saying, I can't handle this, I declare I am grateful that I have a chance to grow as a husband and father. This belief is not a coffin, it is a doorway to becoming the man I was meant to be. If you believe this, you're going to show up radically differently to fix your marriage. If you believe that you can find good stuff and you're blaming everyone else and you get to take responsibility and it's part of your hiring process, you'll find good stuff. So this is the process that I want you to go through. The final two questions are lessons and action. So what is the single most powerful life lesson you have uncovered while executing this limiting beliefs reframe? I'll change the language here. So this is what life taught me that applies to anyone. So I want you to write down your biggest lesson from completing this exercise inside of this section here. And then we always finish with action. We don't want to just learn and grow. We want to take action. So what is one specific action you can take based on this limiting belief strike? So you're going to put in your specific action. Tell my team I am sorry and take ownership. It's a specific action that you're going to take. Now, once you've done that, it's going to ask you if you want to put this action inside of your hit list. And if you select yes, it's going to go straight into your tasks as a task you get to complete, and your journal library will have your completed journal. So we're going to go into our tasks now and see it sitting there. As there, it's right there. Tell my team I'm sorry and take ownership. And now I can schedule that task for a specific day. So your action step for this video is to navigate to the limiting beliefs section in here and complete your limiting beliefs results strike. Once you've done that, you can also share it inside of your VIP chat. So you can open up your results strike in here and click on share, and then you can select your chat. So I'm going to put it here into my VIP chat. Now I'm going to put it into a random one just to be safe. I'm going to click on share, and that's going to be sent off to the coaches in a PDF version that I can now view. So if I go to my chat, you can see I've shared my limiting beliefs with the coaches. That is part of your action step right here. And you can see it looks pretty good. It's perfectly framed and put together, and it's downloadable and printable. So those are your action steps. Step number 1, navigate into the Empowered Man app. Step number 2, complete your limiting beliefs reframe journal. Step number 3, once you've done that, go into your coaching channel and share it from the journal library. Get it done now.